Scripture, which confines. So only connects which promotes. नैनो मुझे हाइलाइटर और पेन लाके दो. नैने मुझे हाइलाइटर और पेन लाके दो. ये रखा. हाइलाइटर. हाँ. मेरा वो भी ला दो. मेरा चार्जर भी वो ला दो, इसका मोबाइल का चार्जर. है ना नैनी need little help here. सारे क्या इसका नहीं है. ये नैनो ये उधर रखो, मेरी चेयर इसके ऊपर मैं टेबल पे. Hi Toastmaster, it's me.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
Good, good, good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm well audible, right?
You are well audible, ma'am.
And one more thing, can you do means when the contest is open, so can you disable the chat then?
Can I what?
Can I disable the chat? Disable the chat for all.
Disable the chat for all.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. I don't know. Why?
Because when we are taking the something Word document, na, so that time the chat is coming. They keep on chatting in that thing. Means we are missing the page.
Missing the page where?
Means it is again it is minimizing automatically.
Okay. If you are reading from, let's say, a Word document.
Yes.
Okay. I will. Now this. Let me. Do you know where I can do that? I can make you co-host actually. That's easy. I will make you
Okay, I
co-host.
can. Yeah, I think no, I don't know. Once Arif is there, na. So once
Okay.
he
I'm not aware of this.
okay.
Maybe in the setting, I guess, but I have not started the event now. Let me check. Okay, we'll figure this out. Toastmaster Resmi. So, hello. Oh, can you hear me?
Now you are able to hear, right?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear now.
Yeah.
Good evening,
Actually,
Toastmaster Rafiq.
Good evening, Toastmaster Rafiq.
Actually, this didn't occur to me. I was trying to like.
I just tried to connect the microphone and then my audio completely gone. I think it is
This
better
is
not to
gonna
use the
be.
microphone.
Oh boy.
No, you. Otherwise, I will minimize the Zoom itself. No issue. I will keep a backup timing, something like that. Means last time when we conduct that edutainment section, na, that Mahendran hosted.
Yes, I was.
So that yeah. That time when I did that Sergeant Atam's role, so that time I was reading the script from the Word document. So that time the chat is continuously coming.
Okay,
So
I got you. I got you. Let me check. I'm not aware of this. I understand this can be set in the settings earlier, but I'm not sure once we start if we can do it or not.
Okay.
So, but
I think it can, but I'm not aware about this thing. I didn't see in these matters actually. How to disable able like that? Maybe.
Yes.
Some webinars we are seeing now that they are disabling the chat.
Hana, I think that is a good idea, but let
No, you don't break your head. Don't break your head. Okay, leave it because you are also prepared.
I'm already bit bit overwhelmed by like the preparation thing. Good evening, Toastmaster Shankar.
Good evening, Shankar. Good evening, Toastmaster Shankar.
Hey, good evening, everyone. So, how are you today?
Good.
So, it seems like Team A is under preparation, right? Sorry, you're Team D, right?
We are Team
Both
D.
of you?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to be our opponent.
Yes. And we would expect a certain degree of kindness and compassion, actually.
Actually, it is otherwise. We expect from you. See, always against is relatively easy. Yeah. Then speaking for.
Yes.
So already you have some advantage, but let's see. We have come out with some interesting points. So let's see how it goes.
Let's see.
I wish you all the best. In fact, I miss Rashmi's presence. Last time the mock-up discussions, I was part of Rashmi and the other lady, Nirzara. I forgot her name.
Nirjara, yes. No, sorry, Shahana.
Okay. So how is your preparation?
It's going. What to say?
I just started like 2 hours back. So let's see. Oh, so we have a line of guests now. Good.
Good evening, Patabi sir. Good evening.
Hey, Patabi, good evening.
Good evening, Patabi ji.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all.
Good
Good evening,
Toastmaster.
President.
Oh,
Good evening, Toastmaster
President.
Meher.
Good
I
evening,
came with the
Toastmaster.
wrong background, I think. So
Yeah.
can you put in the chat box, sir, if you don't mind?
Yes, I will send you right away, Patabi.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Toastmaster Mahar.
Sir, hello.
Hi.
I
No
think
issues,
maybe
no issues, right?
Sorry?
No issues with your appointment.
No, I think your prayers were answered.
We already cancelled her appointment. And she is on standby for our team.
That's good.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, Toastmaster Mahendran?
Hi, fine. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Toastmaster Mahendra,
Good evening, President.
our area director.
Oh.
Toastmaster Ismail, can you load the backgrounds
Here?
on the chat box?
Yes. Just give me a minute. I'll do it right away. Only the main one, right? The neutral one.
Yeah, the neutral one. Yes.
Yes, I'll do it.
Good evening, all. Good evening, Toastmaster Satish.
Yep, it's there. Toastmaster Mahendran, I have made you co-host. Right?
Okay.
Good evening, Toastmaster.
Good
Toastmaster.
evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Sir, Mr. Patabi will be the sergeant at arms.
Yes.
Okay, sir, I think seeing as he is a contestant, it would be best to have someone else start because there might be the judges or another contestant could protest because a contestant should not appear before the contest starts. Like he should not speak.
That's
Maybe you
beautiful
can
timing, Toastmaster Mahar.
you
Thank you,
can
madam.
check.
Thank
Sir,
you.
I just saw the agenda.
Thank you for sharing my energy.
No. TM Maher, actually, we thought Patabi will practice his voice skills by
Yes.
Sergeant at Arms so that his voice is toned and he can give a impactful speech. You are denying him access.
Maybe
TM
or
Shankar
you
is
can
in our team, don't against. You should
so you can check with the chief judge. Maybe I am wrong. Just
No,
check
that's-
with the chief judge.
Because the timing, it shows like 7:15 we are going to start, and then 15 minutes. 7:30 we are going to start our meeting. That's what agenda shows. And what time we are going to start? 7:15 or 7:30?
7:15 we will start.
We can have to put it in the group actually, because the agenda shows 7:30.
Maybe our timer can, our VP Education can put a word. He might have.
Actually, I spoke with DTM Sujit. He told me to he want to introduce in give the instruction regarding this one, the meeting agenda, debate session. For guests also, they're not in today's meeting, so they have to know about this. That's why he told me to put 7:15 like that.
Toastmaster Ismail.
Yes.
Please make me as a host, so I will make you as a co-host. It will be better.
Okay, I'll do it right away. Can you check? Are you host now? Cool.
Yes, yes.
Cool. Good evening, Toastmaster Babu.
Good evening, Toastmaster Ismail.
Good evening, Toastmaster Babu.
Good evening, sir. Toastmaster Mahendran, I renamed myself. Is that right?
Team A. Okay. Your name. Team A. O. Then your name. Babu.
Okay.
Sir, just a reminder. So team A is Toastmaster Shashantu, Babu, and Rafiq, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Toastmaster Mahar, please note down the teams.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Team A comprises of Toastmaster Shushanto,
Mhm.
Toastmaster Babu,
Right.
Toastmaster Rafiq.
And this is their order of speaking also, sir? Opening.
That they have to confirm. Toastmaster Babu, can you come online? Toastmaster
Yes.
Rafiq? Yeah.
Yes.
What is the order
And
of speaking?
myself,
Good evening,
yeah,
good
team
evening.
A, myself, Babu Hashim, will be the opening speech.
Okay.
Rebuttal by Mr. Shushanto.
Okay.
The summarized by Mr. Rafi.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Noted.
That is clear with team A. Team B, Toastmaster Sunir,
Yes.
Toastmaster Saud Khan,
Yes.
and Toastmaster Shahana.
So, and their order?
Anybody from team B? I don't see, they are not yet joined. But
Okay, sir. Let's go to team C.
yeah, team C, Toastmaster Patabi.
So team C is for the topic, the second topic.
No, 1 minute.
Yes, yes. There is no change in that list. Team C and team D remain same. Toastmaster Patabi, Toastmaster Shankar,
And Nirjana. Yes, we are present.
and Toastmaster Nirjara.
Yes, Toastmaster Nirjara will be opening, then Mr. Shankar will be rebuttal and mine the closing.
Sorry, sir, can you repeat that?
Nirjara
Toastmaster
Nirjara will be
opening?
the opener.
opening.
Yes.
Rebuttal by Toastmaster Shankar,
Okay.
and closing by Toastmaster Patabi.
Okay, fantastic. Team D.
Team D, Toastmaster Arif,
Mhm.
Toastmaster Reshmi,
Mhm.
and Toastmaster Ismail.
Okay.
So Toastmaster Arif, can you please give the order?
Yes, definitely. Toastmaster Reshmi will be our opening speaker. And myself, Toastmaster Ari will be the rebuttal speaker.
Okay.
And Toastmaster Ismail is going to be the closing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Hello.
Sir, just to confirm, do the judges already have this, or I have to tell them the order and everything? Yes?
Yeah, when you introduce the teams, you can mention for the judges.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just spoke to Toastmaster DTM Sujit, and he is okay with Toastmaster Patabi being the Sergeant at Arms.
Sorry?
Toastmaster Patabi can be the Sergeant at Arms, no problem for that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, since this is only a club debate, no problem for that.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, good evening, President.
Good evening, DTM Sujit.
Good evening, DTM Sujit.
Welcome.
Good evening, all. Good evening. Mahara, hi, how are you? We'll start by 7:30. Yeah. Let me just.
Any contestant who is nervous?
You are going to make them sing.
It's a fun of learning and going ahead.
Yes.
Definitely.
Sudhakar, can you give me the updated team list?
Yeah, I just gave it to Toastmaster Mahara. I can repeat it now again.
Can you just forward? You have the Excel something you can forward to me in WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Okay, so that I can post it with the judges group. No?
Okay.
Sir, so does that mean I don't have to tell the names for the judges? We can start
Yeah.
the contest without me mentioning the whole team?
No, you can. You have to, because let the audience also understand the contestants. You have to introduce the team, but for judges, no, maybe they need to score it individually. So there should not be any confusion like after later.
Right.
No? So that's they can refer it. That's why.
Okay.
From team A, it is Babur, Sushanto, and Rafiq, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just one questions. We will go exactly with agenda timing.
Yes. We need the judges to join us, and they are from Dubai, so it will take them time to join.
Okay, so 7:48 will be the first debate, I think so. Okay, I will join within 5 to 10 minutes.
Toastmaster Mahar, I have posted the teams in the group. Can you just check the order if it is correct or there is any correction?
Sudhakar,
Okay,
I think
sir.
we need to give the timer the co-host because he need to mute the speaker, correct?
Yes.
Can you confirm that our
Yeah.
timer is Satish, correct?
Yeah.
Please make him co-host so that he has to mute after completing 3 minutes. And Toastmaster Mahara, we have 1 minute of silence after each speaker complete his speech, right? For the judges to mark the vote.
Yes.
Right. And in the end, it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
Can anyone help me to rename my name? I'm not able to do from here.
There are on your window, there are 3 dots on right side top.
Yeah, I did. It's coming chat, enable original sound, meeting setting, minimize meeting, background and filter, and disconnect the audio. This is the only one.
Toastmaster Nirjara, I'm doing it. You are in team C, open speaker, right?
Yes, correct. So who all are left? Mr. South not yet came? No.
South Khan will be joining.
You are mute.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Toastmaster Sushanto.
Good evening. Good evening.
Just in time. Just in time.
Thank you.
DTM Sujit, sir, what are the grounds for protest in a debate?
Yes, Mahara. Sorry, Mahara. Mahara, what is the
So
question?
what are the grounds? What are the grounds of protest in a debate? Can you protest anything?
No, there is no protest. Only thing is already we have mentioned the guideline that Toastmasters about like sex, religion, politics is not supposed to, or you should not put the other contestants down or abuse personally. That is already in the guideline. So other than that, there's no. Judges will mark accordingly. Like if they are against the rules, accordingly they will mark.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Shanta, you are a team C closing speaker, right?
Mahar, you've gone through that guideline, right? Say for
Yes.
submitted to them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toastmaster Mahandan, you are. I missed your queries.
No, you are team C closing speaker. Am I right?
No, we are team 2. I'm the second speaker.
Rebuttal. Team B.
Yeah, team 2.
I think team.
No. See the two new team names and everything is posted just in FTC. Please go through that.
I think me and Rafiq renamed already as
Previously, because of the toss which was won by your team, we have changed the team names.
Okay, so I am in team A.
Team A, yes.
I'm in team A. I am the rebuttal second speaker.
Correct.
What happened?
Mahar, only one thing we have to confirm whether they are audible before they start speaking, because if they start speaking, this is the only thing we have to check. The audio video check for each speaker.
Okay.
Yeah. Toastmaster Satish. Satish, this you have to take care of the timing. Exactly 3 minutes you have to mute. So you have to show the red card and then mute. Be careful.
I think it is better to check the timer once. Timer slides. Can you open your timer slides, Toastmaster Satish, please?
Also, Mahar, we have to check whether the speaker can see the timer before they speak. Two things. One is the audio video check, and also they should be able to see the timer. Otherwise, they might protest that I didn't see the timer or something. We do not want to, get it confused. So just make sure they can see the timer.
Yes, timer, can you please show the cards? Yes. Green. After green, it should be yellow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Toshmaster Ismail, can you bring the speaker and the timer in the same window? Just check.
Yes, we can do it.
Yes.
Mahendran, spotlight the timer as well as the speaker. And all the speakers, they should not switch off their video. We need to bring the team members on screen, spotlight all of them. 3 + 3, 6 plus timer on one screen.
Okay, I'm just doing it.
So we know that if the video is getting off while the session is going on, the contest is on. Can we have this 3 + 3 + 1 in one screen?
I think 3 is possible. Sorry, 6. I don't think that's possible. I will check now.
Yeah, maybe we can try now.
Yes, I'm.
Yeah. We are. It is 7:30 now.
Yeah.
So like team.
Yeah, Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Yeah.
Yeah, let Saudhakan, let he come now. Please give me 2 minutes time.
Okay. Can we have the team members check? All are present. Team A, opening speaker.
Team A opening speaker Babu Hashim present.
Okay. Team A, rebuttal speaker.
Yes, present.
And closing speaker of team A. Closing speaker of team A.
Closing speaker Rafiq has joined. He muted himself.
Okay. Team B. Opening speaker.
Mr. Saud has not joined.
Okay, we are waiting for him. Yeah, team B, rebuttal speaker. Team B, rebuttal speaker, Toshmaster Sunir is available.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Toastmaster Sudhakar.
Yeah.
Let's Shahana come.
Toastmaster Sushant, Shahana.
Yeah, she joined just now.
Okay. Team C, Pattabhiraman is available. Shankar is available. Nirchara is available. Team D, Toastmaster Reshmi.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Toastmaster Arif is available. And Toastmaster Ismail is available. Our timer is available. Chief Judge is available. Moderator is available. President and IVP is also available.
I think one person has yet to join. Saud
Khan has to join. Yes.
Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. Sorry, I'm late. Actually, I just came from.
Good evening, Toastmaster.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Joined so far, I think.
I'm waiting for Sunir actually. Sunir not.
No, Sunir is here. Toastmaster.
No, he's here. Yeah. We can start. Toastmaster Pathabi, you can start.
Just before that, Mahendra, can you check the spotlight thing? Is it possible? At least, for example, 6. We'll just confirm it.
Because team A.
Can we bring on screen team A and B?
Yes. Oh, I don't know why. I'm not able to make more than 2, 3. I think we have to change the setting. Team A, right? Team Toastmaster Rafiq, Toastmaster Shranda is there, and then Toastmaster Babu. Admin, yeah, 3. Team B. Yes, team B. Yeah. Is that okay? 6. Chief Judge. Yeah. So Chief Judge and Team A, Team B are available. Team A, Toastmaster Babu Asim, Toastmaster Rafiq, please open your camera. You can go, I think. Shall we start the meeting?
Yes, we should start.
Yeah.
Okay, Toastmaster Patabi.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, and distinguished Toastmasters. Warm good evening to all of you. Welcome you all for our Fujairah Toastmasters Club meeting number 427. I am Toastmaster Pattabhiraman, your Sergeant at Arms for this meeting today. Before we start, I want to start with a quote. For good ideas and true innovation, you need a human interaction, conflict, argument, and debate. I repeat it again. For good ideas and true innovation, you need human interaction, conflict, argument, and debate. This is a famous quote by Margaret Heffernan. So with that, I want to remind you all about our Toastmaster International's 4 core values, that is respect, integrity, service, and excellence. Before we move on, again, I like to remind you all about our club mission, which you are supposed to know. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skill, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. So during the meeting, we need to respect sentiments of this region. So we avoid talking taboo topics, that is religion, sex, and politics. I request all of you to mute your mic throughout the meeting unless otherwise you are invited to make a speech. If your camera is on, please refrain from any unnecessary movement that could be a distraction to the speakers or anyone else in this room. With that, I would like to call our Honorable President of Fujairah Toastmasters Club, who is very young, dynamic, enthusiastic, and always pushing us all as to do our job more, diligently, and make us feel responsible for whatever we are joined for this Toastmaster Club. He is none other than our captain of the ship, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Please join me to welcome our President, Toastmaster Sudhakar. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Toastmaster Patabi, for this warm welcome. Indeed, it is a pleasure to be captaining of the ship. Every time, I always bring some messages to have it as a part of my speech. Today, I have a set of questions for you all. There is a running tournament between two people, Mr. X and Mr. Y. And when the running race started, Mr. X covered the distance in 1 hour. And Mr. Y covered the distance in 1.5 hours. So my question to you is, who won the race? So easy, isn't it? Any answers?
Toys.
Yes, it is easily Mr. X. But the question was extended. The question was extended to the track where Mr. X run was a prepared track. And for Mr. Y, it was a sandy track. So now your opinion changes. Am I right? Exactly. Now, further, I will give you one more added question to it. Mr. X, who ran on a prepared track, was 50 years old. But Mr. Y, who ran on a sandy track, was 25 years old. Again, your opinion changes. Is it so? Yes. This is how our opinion changes from time to time, question to question. And one more twist in the same question is last, Mr. X, who is 50 years old, is only 65 kgs. But whereas Mr. Y is 140 kgs. Again, our opinion changes. Welcome to the world of debate. With facts and figures, we all change our opinions. The only thing matters is the facts and figures. And today, let us see how our teams are prepared. Team A, Team B, Team C, and Team D. With the support of our team, Chief Judge, DTM Sujit, and our respectable judges, we all are gathered here for a debate contest for this year. I wish all the best for all our teammates, and I would like to welcome Toastmaster Mahra, who is our senior most member in FTC and always comes with her beautiful smile. She works in Fujairah Freshwater, and she happens to be our moderator for the debate. Welcome, Toastmaster Mahra. Please join me welcoming Toastmaster Mahra.
Thank you, Mr. President, for that introduction. Now, I don't know if I should be happy or sad that you called me a senior most member, sir. I'm only 36. Please. I'm not a senior yet. Thank you so much, sir. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone, to the Fujairah Toastmasters Club Debate Contest. It is a pleasure to be your host for this evening and the moderator of this contest. Our president, of course, started the meeting with a very beautiful story about what a debate is all about. And I had a story too, but I think his story is much better and something that I want you to keep with you. And maybe my story I can tell you at the end of this meeting to see which one of them is better. But for now, we will keep our president's story because it was wonderful. So with this, I'd like to move on with our meeting and the debate. And before we start, we'd like to first introduce our chief judge for this evening, and that is DTM Sujit. DTM Sujit has been a club president. He has been a VP Education. He has been our Air Director, Division Director, and today he is our Chief Judge for this debate contest. Please welcome our Chief Judge, DTM Sujit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mahara, for that wonderful introduction. Now we are all set ready for a wonderful evening for a quality debate contest. And our president rightly said, it's about facts and figures. That means evidence. Evidence is more important to convince people. So, if each and every question, you can take it in different perspective. So your team, what you believe in, with the team perception, you should be able to convince all of us. This is all about debating. So once again, welcome all of you for this club debate contest, and thank you so much, President and Executive Committee, for giving me an opportunity, this opportunity to be the Chief Judge of this evening, and have a pool of judges outside our club to serve us today. I have a team working for today's evening. I'd like to thank beforehand, I'd like to thank all the judges for accepting our club invitation to be part of this debate contest. And the briefing is already done. We have done a briefing to the contestants, and I hope everything is clear. We will have 2 sessions in the first session and second session. We will declare the winners. We'll give a new topic. We'll give 15 minutes time for preparation in breakout rooms. After that, we will have the final debate, and the winners will be declared by the end of today's debate contest. And individual rankings will be communicated to the president later tonight, so that you know who is going to represent FTC for the area contest by tomorrow morning or tonight late in the evening. Thank you so much. I think it's very clear. If you have any doubts right now, maybe you can ask any contestants or any role player. If you have anything, you can just ask now. I can answer you. Or all the best wishes to all the participants, debaters, and over to Toastmaster Mahara. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Sujit. Thank you, sir. Now, to keep us on track, and the person that will determine how long we can speak, we have a special person for that, and that is Toastmaster Satish. So if you could please explain the speaking mechanics for each of the speakers for today's meeting. Welcome, Toastmaster Satish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahra, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, my role as a timer to ensure to keep the time for all the speakers, to ensure that meeting runs on time. To help me this, I have 3 color cue cards. I will change the background of my background as a green when speaker hits allotted. When speaker hit qualifying time, and I change the background as yellow when speaker hit the target time, and change the background as red when speaker hit the target time. For every speaker will get 10 seconds of grace period. After that, the speaker's mic was muted after grace period.
We don't have a grace period, Satish.
Grace
no
period,
grace
10 seconds
no.
Grace period don't have.
No, we don't have grace period.
Oh, okay.
Please note, all the debaters, we do not have a grace period, because this is what the rule by area director, he mentioned that we do not have a grace period in the division contest. So if it is 3 minutes, exactly in 3 minutes, you have to mute the speaker. Please note.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. Thank you, sir. So now we come to the fun bit. This is the part that's everyone been waiting for. This is why you're here, to enjoy this debate. Now, before I start the debate, I'd like to, like our Chief Judge mentioned, the contestants have all been briefed about the rules of this debate, and there has been a coin toss to determine the teams and which team speaks for and against the topic. So, Chief Judge, can we start the contest?
1 second, 1 second. Can you make me co-host also? Maybe in case. Sudhakar, can you make me co-host?
Done.
Okay. Mahendran, just to make sure that they are all, spotlighted and they are on screen before we start.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we are good to go.
Oh, fantastic. So judges and our timer, please note that in the first debate, we will have Team A and Team B competing against each other. So Team Team A comprises of Toastmaster Babu Hashim, who will be the opening speaker, Toastmaster Shushanto, the rebuttal speaker, and Toastmaster Rafiq, the closing speaker. That is for Team A. So Toastmaster Babu, Toastmaster Shushanto, and Toastmaster Rafiq. For Team B, who will be speaking against the topic, we have the opening speaker, Toastmaster Shahana.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Opening speaker will be Toastmaster Saud Khan.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so the opening
Toastmaster Shahana.
Rebuttal Toastmaster Shahana.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, thank you. Right. So our opening speaker, Toastmaster Saud Khan, our rebuttal speaker, Toastmaster Shahana, and our closing speaker, Toastmaster Sunni. I repeat, opening Toastmaster Saud, rebuttal Toastmaster Shahana, and closing Toastmaster Sunni. Now that we have our teams, the motion on the floor is, just to be exact, money is a major source of motivation in the workplace. Money is a major source of motivation in the workplace. I would now like to ask the opening speaker of team for the topic, Toastmaster Babu, on the stage. Toastmaster Babu, before you start, if you could please check your audio. Could you please say 1, 2, 3, testing?
1, 2, 3, testing.
Okay, so you're audible. Can you see the timer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're clear.
Toastmaster Mahal, let me just add one. Mahendra, can you add the spotlight, the timer as well in the screen?
He is already.
Timer, it's not spotlight. Add a spotlight so that you can.
He's there spotlighted.
Already. Thank you so much. And please, the video should be on once our debate contest is started. Please switch on your video. Don't put it on.
Sir, do you need to remove me from spotlight? I'm fine if you can remove me. It's fine.
It's not. You can be spotlighted. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Right. So Toastmaster Babu Hashim, opening speaker, team for the topic. Sir.
Energetic good evening to all the Toastmasters. Money is a major source of motivation at workplace. Let us understand what is money and what is motivation at workplace. Money originates in the form of a commodity having a physical property to be adopted by a market participants as a medium of exchange. The organization sets different pay structures to attract and hold the talents within the company to make a positive cash flow, basically money. Money is used by the organization to keep adequately staffed. coming to the point, motivation at the workplace. Employee motivational is defined as energy level, commitment, and the amount of creativity that employees brings to the organization. So incentives and bonus given to the employees for their performances. And the money is an effective and powerful, simple motivation at the workplace. The proof is Hillcorp Energy Company promised to the staff in 2010, if the company doubles the production rate and reserves by 2015, every employee will get check of $100,000. And the company met the goal earlier and rewarded 400 employees with $50,000 check towards their car and the houses. So my team and I strongly believing that the money is only a major source of motivational at the workplace. So by imagining that you are just getting a promoter every year and your salary is not grows up and it's not the proper motivation. So we believe that there should be a incentive programs and appraisals and the bonus for the better appreciation. That's all from my side.
We now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Toastmaster Satish, sir, if you could please show me red after 1 minute.
Okay.
We now go to our opening speaker for Team Against the Topic, Toastmaster Saud Khan. Sir, the stage is yours. But please, sir, could you please check your audio? Could you say something? 1, 2, 3, testing. We can't hear you. No.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
You're audible now. Okay. Sorry, the stage is yours.
Hi, good evening, my fellow Toastmasters, respectable judge, and my opponent team members. Well, I'm against the topic, against the agenda, money being the major source of motivation at the workplace. This bonuses, incentives, periodical doesn't play much important role keeping people motivated. Every individual is having their own goals, professional goals, personal goals, financial goals. So money cannot be a good motivator for a person to be at the workplace. Professional, personal growth plays an important role. Being in the same profession, I can strongly say that. There's one famous motivational speaker is there, Mr. Brian Tracy. According to him, there are two types of motivating the people to work at the workplace. That is leadership styles and dynamic teams. Under leadership skills, people do work very efficiently, very effectively. If teammates are dynamic, that also plays an important role. Then there are, other than that, there are some motivation, I'm just say motivational factors, just like praising by the boss. If a boss praises an employee about his achievements, about the way he's been working, the way he's been performing, that plays also an important role. Then challenging work environment under the leaderships. If we give a challenging task to the employees and achieving it, that is also personal growth, professional growth. That plays also an important role. And achievements upon getting this challenging work done. Even then, famous Maslow hierarchy theory is there, needs there. Psychological needs, satisfactions, self-esteem, safety, belonging. This plays a very important role. Being on my subject, that is, I'm against being money being a major source of income. There are a lot of people out there, just like teachers, then fire brigade, then policemen. They're not working only for money. They're working for personal, professional growth and towards the society, being in service and all. So I would like to end my speech on this topic. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, judges.
We now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Mr. Satish, can you please show me red at 1 minute, please? Thank you. I now ask the rebuttal speaker for Team B, Toastmaster Shahana, to present her team's arguments. But first, if you could please check your audio.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes. Could you say a longer sentence because you seem to be breaking?
Good evening, everyone. How are you all?
Okay, fantastic. So Toastmaster Shahana, the stage is yours.
Hi, everyone. Money never made a man happy, yet nor will it. There is nothing in this nature to produce happiness. The more a man has, the more he wants. Just like my opening speaker had said, instead of money, instead of filling its vacuum, it makes one. If it satisfies one's want, it doubles a wants in another way. Like famous saying of Benjamin Franklin goes, me, Shahna Abdul Shukur, and my team B would like to reaffirm and state a point that money is never a factor of motivation at workplace. Researchers of Gallup is an American company, analytical company. They had a study, they compiled the study based on employees' surveys, exit interviews, analysis report from certain organizations and business managements. They found that money ranked 4th on the list of top 5 reasons why their employees had quit. Now, just like Team South had said, do you think money motivates country's army to fight for that country? For a teacher, do you think the money motivates a teacher to be compassionate towards her children? No, it's patriotism and passion they have that keeps them motivated. Now, my opponent, worthy opponent, team A, opening speaker had said, just like he had said, it is not just the incentives, or it is not just the bonus which workers, laborers, people look for. The well-known, we all know about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and its revised model have been, it has been revised, and it is continuously monitored and analyzed to get an idea of people's needs and wants. It has been looked into from last 70 years. And it is a 5 to 8 tier pyramid. Now, it clearly shows that only after the needs of the lower tiers have been met does the need for the next tier becomes relevant. Now, the basic ones are psychological needs, their safety, their belonging, all this. Now, this clearly shows why employees are not motivated by money. Now, something for you to think. If someone says, if your employer says, I can give you $1 million in hand, without a harness or a safety net, you have to cross from one building to another, just on a board. Would you risk for that? No, you would not. But if it is for your child,
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahana. We now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Mrs. Satish, read after 1 minute, please. Thank you. We now move on to the rebuttal speaker or team A, Toastmaster Shashantu. Sir, if you could please check your audio.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening, our moderator. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Toastmaster Shashantu, the stage is yours.
Thank you, moderator. We, as a team A, is completely for the motion that money is the major motivation at the workplace. Dear Toastmaster, how many members we have in our team? If you say 3, you are wrong. Today we have 5 members. I want to thank Toastmaster Saud Khan and Toastmaster Sahana. I never find that they were against me. They were for us. I'm so fortunate. Toastmaster Saud Khan said, money is being the main source of income. That is the point. I am so happy. Yes, money is the main source of income. And income, if you don't have the income, you are nowhere. If you don't have the money, you are nowhere. And one of the important things, he said that bonus doesn't play important role. Oh my goodness. You will ask one employee, work for 8 hours. No, I will give you work for 12 hours. I will not give you for the incentive of 3 hours. He will say, go to the hell. I'm not going to work for you. Nothing is free in the world. And he said that 2 important factors, the leadership and the dynamic play important role. What the important role? If you don't get the money, what the important role? What the employer will do? He will, they will sit you in the big picture. They say, my leader, my dynamic leader. End of the day, you will not get anything. And one of our opponent team said, Maslow law. Where the Maslow law is based on? The basic need is the food security and the job security. If you don't have the salary, what the security you are talking about?
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashanto. Sorry, it was red, yes? Okay.
Excuse me, I think it was not red or it was red. I didn't see any light from the timer. Can you please check with the timer what was the time?
It was red, but Satish to confirm whether it is by mistake he has put red or. Satish, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, 7 seconds was left there. Before 7 seconds, I by mistake I pressed red.
It's okay, thank you.
Sorry, Toastmaster Shashanto.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shashanto. Sir, we'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. We now move on to the closing speaker of team against the topic. That's team B, Toastmaster Sunir. Sir, if you could please present your team's arguments.
Yeah, good evening. Am I clear, audible?
Yes.
Good evening, moderator, my worthy opponent, and my dear fellow Toastmasters. It is undisputably clear that the statement, money is the major source of motivation in the workplace, holds no value, no meaning. My opening speaker has put forward the clear facts which shows money is not a major source of motivation in the workplace. It is secondary when it comes to the motivation in the workplace. And it is essential to meet only the basic needs. Then what motivates in the workplace? Number one, price from the boss or manager. The number one motivator for the work knowledge, the knowledge worker is price from the manager or boss. And the next one is challenging work. Employees who are not challenged become bored or disengaged. As a good leader, it is important to make sure your employees are working their creativity and ability and skills. And the third one is achievement. The feeling of achievements can from completing project promotions or increased responsibility, etc. So the statement given by my worthy opponent team was slashed by my rebuttal speaker. She has aptly pointed out the most opponent facts are based on the unrealistic research, therefore baseless. So I would like to remind my worthy opponent that money increases, interest decrease. When the interest decrease, stress increase, and the stress increase, the motivation decrease. Based on these facts, I completely against the motion that money gives the motivation in the workplace. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunir. We'll have another minute silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. We now move on to the closing speaker for the topic, Team A, Toastmaster Rafiq. Sir, if you could please come on stage and summarize. You're already on stage, sorry. And summarize.
Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, and a very warm good evening to everyone, especially to the judges, opponent team, audience, and last but not least, my team member. What a kind of examples you have put on the table in front of the opponent team. I am completely agree what you have spoken in regard to the motions that money is the major source of motivation in the workplace. Completely agree with it. Just like it was mentioned that the main source of attracting staff is the only money. 100% agree with you. One of the second things for which my teammate have given an example for the Helcorp Energy Company, their production boost up. Why? What was the pushing factor which boost up their production? Was the money. If there was no money, if it was not planned that you will not be getting check after 5 years, the production cannot be boosted up. The second thing is money is the major source of income. If you don't have money, you cannot have income. So with all those facts and examples, I am 100% agree, and I would request the audience and the judges to favor in the motions, because the fact is money is the major source of motivation in the workplace. Thank you. Over to moderator.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rafiq. That brings us to the end of our debate. We'll now have 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. And I'd like to please remind our audience and the contestants to not type anything in the chat while the contest is going on. Anything regarding the contest, please do not type it in the chat while the contest is going on. Thank you. Mrs. Satish, please give me a signal after 3 minutes. Thank you, timer, Toastmaster Satish. So before we start our second debate, so I have 10 dirhams here. It's clear. Do you see a 10 dirham? Who would like this 10 dirham from our audience? Toastmaster Sudhakar, you seem to be very keen to get the 10 dirhams. What if I told you it's actually a photocopy of a 10 dirham? Would you want it now? You wouldn't. So is money a motivator or not? Who knows? I think by the end of the debate, we'll know who wins this debate. So after that great debate, we now move on to our second debate for this evening. That is between team C and D. Judges, please note the order of speaking for team C and D. I think the teams will be spotlighted accordingly as I say out the names. So team C will speak for the topic, and in the opening we have Toastmaster Nirjara. Or sorry, GTM Sujit, sir, can I start the second contest? I'm sorry, I did not ask for your permission.
No, you can just introduce and then wait until say yes, because I am receiving I'll confirm with the judging sheets. I'm just getting it, I'll confirm it, but you can just proceed and then.
Okay, sure. I'll just introduce the speakers. So the opening speaker for team C, Toastmaster Nirjara. The rebuttal speaker, Toastmaster Shankar. The closing speaker, Toastmaster Pattabi. I repeat, Toastmaster Nirjara, opening speaker, Toastmaster Shankar, rebuttal speaker, and closing speaker, Toastmaster Pattabi. For team D, the team that will be speaking against the topic, we have opening speaker, Toastmaster Reshmi, rebuttal speaker, Toastmaster Arif, and closing speaker, Toastmaster Ismail. I repeat, opening speaker, Toastmaster Reshmi, rebuttal speaker, Toastmaster Arif, and closing speaker, Toastmaster Ismail. These are our teams. Please make note. We now wait for our Chief Judge signal to start the contest.
Yeah, that's fine now. Please proceed.
Okay. Thank you. So the motion on the floor for this debate is sports are more important than arts. So to open this debate, we have the opening speaker from team C, Toastmaster Nirjara. If you could please check your audio before you start.
Hi, good evening. Am I audible now?
Could you say
Hello?
a longer sentence?
Hello?
Yes,
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Okay. Can you see?
We can hear you, Nirjara.
I think there's an echo.
Okay, then just I will turn off this one.
Hello? Is there any echo? No.
No.
I think she got disconnected. Maybe give us maybe a minute time. She will join.
She's trying to join back actually.
Yeah,
she's
she's
back.
back. She's back.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is it okay now? Am I audible now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can hear you.
Okay.
Shall
We
I
can
start
hear.
now?
Just to confirm, if you can see the timer, Zoom Master, could you please spotlight the timer? And could you please spotlight Toastmaster Nirjara as well? She doesn't appear on my screen. Timer, please.
I don't see a timer here.
Oh, Toastmaster Satish. Okay.
President will
that-
be.
Sir, does
I'm sorry. So, yeah, go ahead.
Sir, does someone else take the timer's place then in that case? Do we have someone else or do I do it?
Nirjara, you're mute. Nirjara, you're mute.
He's back, I believe. Toastmaster Satish is back.
Okay. Toastmaster Satish, sir, are you here?
Yes. He's now pinned to the screen. I could see him.
But his device does not show.
Yeah.
Agree.
President?
You need, I can do as a timer.
Okay. Toastmaster Satish, sir, are you ready?
TM Satish, you are muted.
Just give us a thumbs up, please. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, okay, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Toastmaster Nirjara, the mic is yours.
Good evening to all my fellow Toastmaster, our moderator, distinguished guest, and special greeting to our opponent team member. It's our team's strong beliefs that sport and art are important aspects of human development over the past several centuries, and it will continue to evolve until human existence in this universe. We will present our case in 3 important points. First of all, let me begin with simple definition of what is sports and art. Thanks to Merriam-Webster, renowned portal for English language, sport is an activity involving physical exertion and skill, which an individual or team compete against each other. Of course, it comes with a lot of benefit, whereas art is an expression of artists, exhibition of their feelings, imagination, whereas sport teaches everyone to remain physically fit to enjoy the life blessed by God and to behave in a way that is widely accepted. That is why all gentle behaviors are appreciated as true supportive. How many of you here benchmarking behaviors other than sportive way. Secondly, Aspen Institute for Humanistic Studies US reveals the benefit of sports. Health benefits not only build your bone and muscles, also it helps to control blood pressure, obesity, fat, and weight loss, which has become a common problem for most of us in these recent years. British Journal of Medicine 2013 study report says regular sport activities can prevent chronic diseases as effectively as medicine does. National Institute of Health 2016 study report says 13 types of disease, including blood, breast cancer, and myeloid leukemia, can be prevented by engaging in regular sport activities. List goes on and on, including educational, psychological, and financial benefit. Finally, I will conclude my speech with some statistics. In global population, artists account for just 1.4% of the world population, which is about 110 million people, whereas sport personnel are much fold higher to that artist population. As an example, FIFA's 2020 report says that football is played by more than 4% population, which is about 265 million people. What does it mean? Artists are imbued naturally talent, whereas sport are acquired talent. Needless to mention how important sport is over the arts. So our team strongly support the motion. Sport is much more important than art, and we would like to request.
Thank you, Toastmaster Narjara. Thank you. Yes, Toastmaster Satish, please show me 1 minute. Sorry, a red signal after 1 minute. We'll have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. We now move on to the opening speaker from the team against the topic, Toastmaster Reshmi. If you could please check your audio before you start.
Am I audible?
Could you say a longer sentence, please?
Am I audible clearly?
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, Toastmaster Reshmi. The stage is yours.
Art is what makes us human. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, warm good evening to all of you. Sports are more important than arts. Me and my team are strongly against this motion. Arts boost creativity, shapes and design world. There is no limitation or boundaries. Vast place to put our imagination. No rules, no restrictions. According to a new report from the World Economic Forum, creativity at work is going to be one of the most important and in-demand skills. Who can teach these skills better than the arts? Arts gives mental strength, where sports, if fail, gives mental fatigue. Research from the University of Western Australia states that whoever engaged in arts for 100 or more hours per year reported significantly better well-being, whether active or passive. The benefits are undeniable. Also, we are well aware about the magic of music in our mental health, right? Arts encourages critical thinking and team building. As per the research from the Michigan State University, the more accomplished a scientist is, the more likely they are how to be artistic hobby. Nobel Prize winning scientists are 2.85 times more likely than the average scientist to have an artistic or craft hobby. Do you know what is the rate of children get injured in sports every year? As per CDC report, it is 2 million children under the age of 19. See the risk factor. Arts create compassion among kids. So it is advisable that curriculum should be open to the idea of valuing the arts as they do athleticism. Arts helps much with physical and mental health. It helps prevent depression and bring happiness. Happiness is a form of abstract art. Recent research from Harvard Medical Journal showed that art has amazing healing power and cognitive effects. Not only that, but everything in the world is art. The house we live, it wouldn't have life if there is no art. This is a common sense. All sports are made up of art. For example, take swimming. The pool swimmers use gears designed from the art itself. University of Pennsylvania researchers have demonstrated that a high concentration of the arts in a city leads to higher civic engagement and a connected community, where we can enjoy vital cultural life, spillover effects, including better health, schooling, and personal security. Let me conclude. Arts develop our mind. No sports are not easily proven to be more important than the arts. As Albert Einstein once said, the greatest scientists are the artists as well. With this, me and my team strongly believe sports are not important than the arts, and I would like to request the attendees to vote against this motion. And over to you, moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reshmi. We now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. We now move on to the rebuttal speaker for team against the topic, Toastmaster Arif. Sir, if you could please check your audio.
Good evening, moderator. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Good evening, Toastmasters, my worthy opponents. Thank you for giving this opportunity to rebuttal against you. And it's our pleasure to hear that our opponent team's opening speaker has given valuable points, adding that to the motion that sports are important to that, because we are against that and they are supporting us. And we want to strongly commit here. Arts are the one which makes us human. And the point stated by them, put it like, what is the definition of sports from Merriam-Webster? See, that is the Wikipedia, that's a dictionary where you can understand the thing, but we have to be there in the actual world to see what is going on in the real world, artistic world, right? How many of you benchmarking with sports? See, each and every time when we benchmark, we see with the higher point. But when you say at one point of the time, there are 4% of the full population are there into sports, how to benchmark with the 96% of people who are there artistic by their own nature, by their born talent? Because as you say, arts are born talent and sports are learnable. We can learn, we can acquire that knowledge, but automatically it goes away. And whatever born, whatever stick to us will be the one which support us, right? And there are so many journals are there, British journals you quoted in 2013, but 2016, when America wanted to change their curriculum, they were taking a statistic where 100% of the people given 10 out of 10 for the arts to be their educational in their educational curriculum. So these are some of the best points which we can also quote against that statistic given by you. And even 2016 statistics, when you are telling about the National Institute for the major diseases which can be curable by sport, why don't we think only the sports is an option? There are medical facilities are there, and we can take the help of that instead of going to the sport. But one thing, the healthy mind is the healthy body, and which was given rightly quoted by Dalai Lama. So with that, we are proving we are against the motion that sports are not important, are more important than the arts. So we are against the motion. I request attendees also to support us, and that's all from our side. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arif. We'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. We now move on to the rebuttal speaker from team for the topic, Toastmaster Shankar. Sir, if you could please check your audio.
Good evening, Toastmasters. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Shankar.
Once again, good evening, respected Toastmasters, moderators, judges, as well as my special worthy opponents. I must thank my opponent, opening speaker, TM Reshmi, for supporting our motion instead of defending their motion. I must thank. In fact, she mentioned lots of points, like art is what makes human, arts builds creativity, there is no rules and restrictions for arts. Oh God, just replace the word art with sport. It perfectly matches. Let me try to defend a few points. She said, art gives mental strength. Oh, is it? Art gives mental strength? Please look back to the, if you happen to speak to any of the health specialist or physiotherapist or anyone, they say that physical workout, sweating, that is what making our brain to be active. Thereby, we don't just get the physical fitness, also the mental calmness. And I'm really concerned, being a father of 2 children, I'm really concerned that she said, children injury is 200 million per year. So what do you try to say? We should stop the sport? No, madam, not at all. Any sport will draw any small injuries, but due to the injury, that is not worth to stop the sport. Injury is part of the life. Even you take anything, if you try to start pedaling, you will be there will be injury. If you try to appear for a car test, there will be some kind of failure. So failure should be motivating. That is what the real sportsmanship brings. If you're real sportsmanship, that means that you are guided by the fair rule. It is unlike arts. That is what you said, that there is no rules and boundaries. Whereas in the case of sportsmanship, there is an ethical, moral, and lots of obligations that sportsmanship always comply to. And also she said, art encourages team building. Wow. To be honest, we had so many sessions in my office as well as in my network that always we go for some kind of sports, because sports is the one that brings teamwork. Whereas the art, if you take art, most of the artworks are individual. Take the painter, take the sculptor, take anyone. Those, all the people are individual contributors, not the team contributors. Take the case of sports, majority of the sports, those are all guided by the teamwork. and teamwork is the one which is always effective. And she said, art as curriculum. Oh, madam, all the schools have art as a curriculum as well as the sports. We respect both the domains are important. Art is important, sports are important. But giving all those differences that we are trying to make, sports as edge over art. That is what our team is trying to convince all the audience out here. And one more point, with that I will conclude. She said art more than 100 hours a year. That's
Thank you, Toastmaster Shankar. We'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. We now move on to the closing speaker from Team Against the Topic, Toastmaster Ismail. Sir, if you could please check your audio.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. The stage is yours.
Good evening, respected jury, my dear fellow Toastmasters, and my worthy opponent. Art is what makes us human. I'm here to close the argument by my team against the motion, are sports more important than the arts? My worthy opponents have done a great deal of effort in elaborating their viewpoint, but as my team presented, art is equally important, if not more than sports. We have quoted multiple world-renowned institutions stating how vital is art for us as human and for our civilization. Number one, art boosts creativity, which is going to be the number one employability skill in 21st century. Research has shown the communities which promote art are more healthy physically, they have less mental health issues, and less violent crimes, and they are more connected together. Art encourages critical thinking, which is the basic for science. Art helps us with physical and mental health, with its amazing healing power, just we saw in the cases of dementia and depression. And lastly, and more importantly, art is all around you. The house we live in, the debate which we are doing are all different forms of art. So in conclusion, we say the art is as valuable as a sport, if not more than, for the human life, whether it's physical, mental, or spiritual. With this, my team would rest our case in front of respected jury and distinguished audience. We hope we were able to convince you to vote against this motion. Thank you. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ismail. We'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. We now move on to the final speaker, and that is the closing speaker for the team for the topic, Toastmaster Patabi. Sir, if you could please check your audio.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. The stage is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests and distinguished Toastmasters and moderator, our respected opponent team members. I'm here to present my case, our case as a team to support our motion. Sports is important than arts. There were many examples, statistics, study reports they quoted in our opening speech by TM Nirjara. She mentioned what are the benefits, not only the health benefits. You name educational benefits, psychosocial benefits, and financial benefits. Also, she mentioned the statistics on the whole world population. You can see only 110 million people are associated with the art-related activities. However, only football plays a major role, which is almost 265 million people are playing all over the world. We are talking about only one specific sport activity. You can imagine whatever you name it, you can see how many altogether. It will be in multiple folds altogether. So this clearly shows how important is the sports. And our rebuttal speaker, TM Shankar, he has clearly mentioned what are the experts' advice. You cannot sit in a place and relax, asking for mental peace. Go out and do your sports activities, sweat yourself to become more healthy. That's what we say. Any sports activity always bring some injury, something associated with the activities. But does it mean you have to sit and relax at home? Decide yourself, opponent team members. Failure is always as a stepping stone to achieve a better results. So work as a team and don't leave.
Thank you, Toastmaster Patabi. Thank you for those concluding remarks. We now reach the end of this debate. Timer, if you could please show me a signal after 3 minutes. We'll have 3 minutes for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you to our timer, Toastmasters. So that brings us to end of the preliminary rounds of this debate. We'll now wait for the results by our chief judge. How did everyone enjoy the debate, contestants? How did you enjoy your performance?
Yes, Tim, Mehra, it was really nice. In fact, it has to be dynamic, especially when it comes to the rebuttal speech. How the team has to be very much observant and support each other with valid input. So indeed, it was a great teamwork from our side. I'm sure that would have been the same case with all the teams. In fact, TM Patabi and TM Nirjara, they were also texting in our separate WhatsApp group what all the points we need to highlight. Overall, irrespective of the results, I think we try to deliver what we try to do through FTC. Yeah. So thank you very much. And it was also a very nicely moderated event. And I'm sure that we are going to hear fabulous feedback from the judges. We are looking forward to. All the speakers did fairly well. Thank you.
Well, I would like to have, can you all hear me?
Yes.
I would like to have a same topic, open debate with Mr. Susanto. Being in the same profession almost 25 years, here in FTC, we have very limited timings and we have to be very objectives. But if I'm being given open ground and open debate in front of the judges and no timer, I'm sure I can pull down. I'm not, I can say I can pull him down. Being an HR manager, daily I face like this situation. Today also I was in Ajman, same topic. Out of 26 days in a month, 15 days I am facing the same situations. Money, salary revision. Even any HOD comes in front of me recommending their own people. So the topic was not new for me. I have been going through, and couple of this Mr. Susanto was very realistic. Even I want to be realistic if chance being given rather than booklet examples and all. It was really interesting. Thanks for all. That's my opinion. That's it. Nothing else. Any team wins, not an issue. Thanks. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So I think you're in the right place then, because Toastmasters is the place where we learn to give our points in a short way and to be on point with limited time. So with time, you will definitely be able to give your viewpoint at the shortest time available. So we'll now just wait for the results from our chief judge after he's tabulated the results.
Toastmaster Mahara, can we have some opinions of the non-participating Toastmasters?
Yes, our audience, who would like to?
Toastmaster Parag, Toastmaster Ashwini.
Who else would like to? I see Toastmaster Pradeep, sir. How did you enjoy the debate?
Yeah, I enjoyed very well after a long time. Almost, we will conduct only once in a year. It's a unique opportunity. But this president has conducted almost 4 mock sessions in the final debate contest to encourage all the members to participate in the debate contest. This is a quite challenging job. I congratulate Toastmaster Sudhakar for taking this initiative and conducted the club debate contest. I don't want to comment anything on this contest since the judges are here and they wanted to do their job. So that's why I don't want to comment much on the debate contest. Only thing is that we have to stick to the debates with the respective references and all these things that we need to be there. Personal opinions, there is no room for it. That we need to keep in our mind. That's it. Over to you, Toastmaster Mahara.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Pradeep. Thank you.
Toastmaster Mahar, I have sent the results to you. You can declare the results.
Yes,
Please check.
sir, can you send them in the chat? Because my phone is not with me now. It's charging.
Ah, is it?
Yes.
Chief Judge can announce the results, right?
Yes, sir, you can announce them if you want.
Okay. So thank you so much. Again, both the teams have done a wonderful job. It's time to declare the results of the first session and second session. So the winner of the first session is Team B. And the winner of the second session between Team C and Team D, the winner is Team D. Now we have the finals between Team B and Team D.
Okay.
Congratulations to the winners. Now we will just for the final round. Now the new topic will be given right away. And who is going to speak for and against, we will do a coin tossing. First, let me share the topic. So here we go with the topic. The team's ready. I'm going to present it on screen. Here we go. You can take down this topic. Are you able to see? The topic is parental support is essential for the future of children. I repeat the topic. Parental support is essential for the future of children. All right, so now I think you all have noted down this topic. Let me stop the share. We'll go for who will, can I have the team leaders on screen? Can you spotlight the team leaders of Team B and Team D? Who will be representing Team C? Can you spotlight? Sunir is on screen, Team B. And for Team D, Team D, Rashmi, can you please?
Arif, please.
Okay, then Arif. Can you please spotlight Arif? Okay, now leaders, please, which one you prefer? To go for the head and tail, you have only two options. Both of you want head, not possible. Select one. Compromise, at least now. Later you will not compromise when the topic is on. Now you please compromise. Who is going to take head?
Sunil, you on?
Who's head?
Arif is going to take head?
Sunil.
Sunil.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sunil head and Arif is taken tail. Let me share. Are you able to see it on screen?
Yes.
All right. So ready, 1, 2, 3. So the tail wins. That means it's Arif Team D wins the toss. So it's the Team D to decide whether they want to speak for the topic or against the topic.
So we are moving out to the breakout room, or we will be here only discussing?
First, you have to decide whether you are going to speak for the topic or against the topic. After taking a call, then we will move out to the breakout. For 15 minutes preparation, then you'll be back and we'll continue with the next.
Okay, so we are going for the motion.
So Team D is going further motion, that is, parental support is essential for the future success of children. And the against team, that is team B, will be against the topic that parental support is not essential for the future of the children. So can we
parental support is essential for future of the children, not future success, right?
Future success of children.
Mention that future of children.
Is set for future of children. Can you flash again?
1 second. Let me share it again. I think future success. I need to correct it. Future success.
Can we type it on chat box? Is it possible? Or can
Yeah. Pradeep, can you please type it on?
Yeah. But I don't have access to type on the chat box.
Maybe redirect.
You can do it now.
Parental support is essential for the future success of children.
Parental support is
now something essential for the future success of children. The topic is clear, and team B is for the motion, and team B is against the motion. Now, can you move, Zoom Master, can you move to the breakout room, please? Once all of them are moved to the breakout room, then you start 15 minutes from, just confirm they are available, then start the time. Mahar, once I think once they are moved, I think you can hand over. You can go ahead with. I think Toastmaster Sudhakar is going to take over from there for the table topics.
Hi guys.
Who is recording?
Yes, good evening.
First, I would like to say, oh my God, what happened? What do we do now?
Okay, now,
Okay.
I just downloaded one PDF file and I put it up. It was showing the importance, barriers, and benefits of parental involvement in child education.
Achha, first, just 1 second. What do you want to continue with the same rules? Raise me open, you rebuttal, and
yeah. Better.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead. Now, so
first let the engine goes, then we will follow.
Yes.
High speed engine, bullet train.
Race me? Yes.
Then
Racing.
You tell what how we have to start.
So we have to start. Find some good code. I am just checking for code. So one is that.
Let me write it. Okay, can't type it because.
No. See, the first is there are multiple long-term studies which have been done on how children are successful, like over the period of, let's say, decades, and all of them have shown one thing. The success is directly related to the degree the family is bonded together, which means the parent has the most defining role in the success of the children. That is one. And you can refer Harvard, Stanford, there are multiple studies. Just try to mention one of them. Okay.
And we can find some example of examples of who and all.
Now my second
from the
yes my second, if I just may put my second case in US, highest number of the criminals in in the jail have they have background where their parents were either divorced or they were not there at all, right? So this results in the emotional breakdown. If parents are not there, kids have high probability that they will drift away from the future. So again, my point is there are multiple factors, but the parents are one of the most defining factors. right?
No, you tell me once more. The first point. Once, let me write.
Acha, Harvard, there are multiple studies done on the long-term success of children.
You
Harvard,
mentioned
Stanford.
Harvard has done multiple studies at different point of time to understand the benefits, and they concluded, yes, it's fine, they concluded.
For the long-term run of the children,
Yes,
parental care is necessary.
Yes, over decades. There is actually one study which is very, very famous. Now, I'll just refer to that. Just give me a second. Long-term success of children. I'll just share this. This is called the longest study ever done, which was
Harvard, right? Harvard.
Yeah, just 70 years. Okay, I found it. I'm just
and also Rashmi, you can include this. There was a transmission model, like curriculum enrichment model was done by the European Union. They mentioned to comply with the system of integrated support for the students, school need to build partnership with the parents and develop mutual responsibilities for children in the education system. So that is the one conclusion they derived.
So what was the study name? It was exactly?
It is transmission model, curriculum enrichment model. You can put
transmission curriculum model, right?
Curriculum enrichment model.
Oh, sorry.
They concluded that there will be the students has to be there, the parents should be there to have a integrated support for their success. Yes, Ismail, you are telling some points.
Yeah. See, I shared one thing in the WhatsApp. So
yes, that I will write it now.
Yes, this is Harvard's grant study. This is done by Harvard, and this is called the longest ever study done on regarding the human success for 70 years, and they all found one thing: healthy relationship, or in other words, the families, the relation, how they were brought up, in healthy emotional environment. That is the key.
Meanwhile, you search for some best quote. Okay. Can I go for the closing, please?
Can I? Sorry.
No. I just kidding. Yeah, you continue. I am very sure actually these which is the two people I definitely will break my head.
No. So now what I want parenting quote, huh?
Yes.
Parenting success.
No. You continue, Ismail. Let Arif do that thing.
Okay.
You just.
Okay. Yes. So I'll let me open that.
1 second.
Right.
First of all, I am very speed actually. That is the problem. The first time it was okay because we have multiple points. Now we don't have any points, so we have to fit on the time also.
Yeah, time mainly we need to. That is where we got the highest point.
Yeah, we should have a perfect landing also. Still.
Yeah. I candidly speaking, I think all of us finishing on time now made the difference probably.
Correct. And our timer is little bit confused also. This is Arif, okay. No, this is the quote actually, right? This is the quote, Arif?
No, I'm just giving those points. See, behind every young child who believes in himself is a parent who believes first.
Wonderful. I just actually picked myself this too. I think this is the best opening line. Who said this? Who said this?
Which one?
It was said by Matthew Jacobson.
Yeah, repeat it.
I shared it on WhatsApp.
Okay. So Arif, this thing, can I read this thing? What you share, no?
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
two
see,
things.
you can see there are bullet points are there which
Yeah.
can
So
give
we
you
can,
idea.
yeah.
With that, you can develop also the points. You put some statistics. They have done the study there, then this there. So whatever I told of American translation, that is my own story.
So first I will read that whatever Ismail told, and then I will go with your points. Okay, Arim? So let's see. And then some conclusion. Give me some conclusion also.
Okay, so one point would be the Harvard point. Other point, you can put that in jail wala
European Union, that one.
Yeah, the jail point, that just say 70% of the inmates in prisons were the ones who were, you know, like they didn't have the healthy normal background, or their parents were divorced, something like that. Then what was your point?
I need some rebuttal points also pertaining to this, because they will come up with so many like they are the one who successful without parents support, like that. They will give some examples, but so in order to them we need to also put some point what I can say.
Arifji, see, I have shared the last two messages which I shared before the quote. So the study says only the parenting, good parenting, is 50% responsible for the success of the children. Other 50% are other factors like social and political factors, how rich they were, and which country, etc. What you are saying, what you are saying is that parenting is not the only thing, but the parenting is the most important thing. So they will try, you know, they will try to degrade the parenting. Now, sorry, just to elaborate.
Can we conclude with Ismail what you type it here, because right, we can conclude it with this, right?
Studies are, let me open more. Okay, so parenting and what else? And you can take one more emotional point, two more points I will tell. So number one thing, now you can say, I will ask my worthy opponent, who is the most important person in your life? And I can tell you 100% will answer only one, the parent. So you are yourself, my worthy opponents themselves are actually endorsing our point, because we know this without, you know, saying anything.
Yeah, this is for Arif, right?
Yeah, I think Arif can, and also I'm just telling to you, like you can you know,
anywhere we can use it up.
You can use this point.
There is one quote also, like there is one study which they are telling in the health line. Lack of affection and attention at the young age can lead to low self-esteem or emotional neediness in other relationships. So they may get into trouble. They get into some unnecessary issues because of uninvolved parents.
Yes. Low self-esteem is a good point.
From the health line.
Harvard study.
This is to me? No, right?
No.
Yeah, for everything is for you only.
Achha.
You have 3 minutes. You need 500 words.
You will have a lot of words. So now, your first argument is Harvard. Second argument is US in jail. Third argument, Arif, can you repeat the argument?
Yeah, that there is a transmission curriculum enrichment model by European Union that children were success, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, yes. So second, just repeat it. How much time we left, Arif?
I think we are nearing time. Already 4 minutes.
Okay. Then leave
can
it.
you please give some example of some person who was into trouble later, who were in jail for some issues because of
some person. Yeah, off the top of my head. Off the top of me.
Arif, send this thing now, that reading together at home greatly improves reading skills. So these points also we can include, right? Okay. Academic achievement, parents' involvement lead to better classroom behavior. Okay, and I will when the yellow light is on, then I will just move into Ismail's point. Means after that, the
parent.
Yeah.
You want to keep that as a punching point, the last point, that even if I ask my worthy opponent, they will tell the most important person in their life are their parents. And
that we will at the end we can write. Right?
Yeah. Cool. So I think you have lot of arguments now. You want one more argument? I have that thing in my mind.
Okay.
if you want to write emotional intelligence, more than any other IQ, emotional IQ has been considered as one of the most important, like success factors. And that emotional IQ, all the studies shows, are result of good parenting, a healthy home, things like that.
All the emotional
intelligence, emotional IQ.
Oh,
Well, like for example, you could be very good at maths, like we have different gifts, but emotional intelligence is the most important thing. And that comes when you have a healthy emotional home, which comes again from parents, from your worrying parents.
Yes. Indirectly, that is parenting.
Yeah, indirectly parenting, emotional intelligence.
Healthy parenting.
Give me some example of somebody who is successful because of his parents.
Who is successful?
Oh, yeah. All of our life, man. I don't know. So many people. It's actually hard to find otherwise. You can Arif, you can use this argument otherwise. Like for example, Albert Einstein. Oh yeah, you can use Einstein. Like Einstein, all the teachers said, Einstein, all the teachers said he's a dumb, but his mother. His mother had firm belief in him. She went ahead, she started homeschooling him. Einstein would be a very good example.
Albert Einstein, who how to define him? Albert Einstein, he's the
one of the largest scientists this world has ever produced. Albert Einstein.
Yes.
What is this, Ari?
Meditation, man. Relax. I'm now
releasing my pressure.
Yeah, I was not nervous earlier. I was like, okay, we'll just probably. And when Shankar started, I thought we are gone. Oh, halas case.
As long as it is online, I'm safe because some YouTube people.
4, 5, 6, 7. So I have a lot of points. Arif ji, get your swords ready, man. Mob the opponents with your arguments.
Rebuttal points, huh?
Yeah, does get a fight. So again, what I'm suggesting is, don't let them play on the ground that we are saying other factors are not important. We're not saying that. We are saying other factors are also important, but the parenting is the defining factor, which our topic exactly is.
Yeah.
Like for example, just for the sake of argument, the way Nirjara started, we could have like put this point that you guys are putting everything on the sport. That is not the point. We are not saying sports is bad. What we are saying is art is equally important. You cannot say art is not important. This is where we should, we can, in the rebuttal, we could have gotten them.
Conclusion, can you give it 1 point? Yeah.
Conclusion. So for conclusion, I would say, first thing is you would repeat this the phrase, right?
Yes.
That the parenting is right, and we have shown this with multiple research studies and from our own human experience that parents, I forgot where it is, what is the exact words? Parental support is the key for successful future of children. Right?
Yes.
How to put it in more better words? Parental support is essential for the future. You'll do it. You're a good speaker, Resi.
Whatever happens, don't tell anything. Okay.
No, you just have to collect the mind, and please put a lot of focus on the Harvard study. It is very famous study. Harvard is called Harvard Grant study. This was done for 70 years, and then it has been, I think, initially 300 or 266 some students, and then it was extended to multiple thousands of students. All of where you have data is with you, Resmi. Data is with you. The research is with you. Research is supporting what you are arguing for. So you are like, you have full support. Otherwise, it's difficult. But let's see how it goes.
Me and my team strongly for the motion. Like that only we have to do, right?
Yes. And your first phrase would be?
This time, remember, we are for the motion.
Yeah. The quote by Arif, behind every young child who believes himself is a parent who believes first.
That's right.
Yo, something came?
Yeah,
54 seconds. Okay, last minute, guys. Actually, I don't have anything else to say. I think we are geared up. Reshmi, just follow the structure which you have selected your script, the way, and start and end. In between, I think we have excellent content. Just keep an eye on the time. I think the time was the reason we won last time, so just make sure we do it. Arif, all the best, man. I know I'm the one who is learning from you, so I'm fully confident that you will rock this time. Just
we will make this time.
Yeah, cool. Just the thing that we are not saying parenting is the only thing. We are saying it is the most important. This is where they will probably choke, and this is where we should hit them hard. All the best, guys. 8 seconds. See you on the other night.
So we will automatically go, or we have
Oh,
to.
yes, you'll see. Yeah, this will close. Kalas, bye-bye.
We see them coming back. We see them coming back in now, so we will start the debate any moment now. I hope everyone is excited. Now, this debate will be special, of course, because our team members did not prepare beforehand. So they only had 15 minutes to prepare now. So it will be very interesting to see how they perform.
Meanwhile, Toastmaster Mahar, I need the Zoom master for muting the speakers. Actually, I was doing for the qualifying round. I was muting when the red light is on. I was muting. So I need somebody, a backup timer, timer 2. For example, consider as timer 2. When the red light is on, Satish will not be able to do both, muting and also showing the card. Okay. So who is going to mute exactly right on time? 3 minutes. The Satish shows the red color. I need somebody to mute.
Yeah, I can be the co-host. If I can be the co-host, I can do that.
You are a co-host, I believe.
Okay.
Please mute the speaker right on time, because last time we were unable to do it, do justice to it. So this time, this is finals. Make sure that we time it properly and mute on time. Yeah, thank you. And also the spotlight this time, the Toastmaster Mahar moderator also will be on screen. Sometimes removing, putting it back, it's also not in sync. So let the moderator also be in screen. So we'll have moderator and a timer on screen. Okay. Thank you so much. Our judges are ready. We can go ahead with the finals if the participants are ready.
Okay. So participants, are you ready? Okay, fantastic. We see thumbs up. Our timer, Mr. Satish, sir, are you ready? Fantastic. So just a reminder to our audience and our contestants, the opening and the rebuttal speaker have 3 minutes and the closing speaker has 2 minutes, right? Just a reminder for this final round. So our judges, please note down our speaking order for this final debate. We have teams B and D. So team D will be speaking for the topic. So just to check, the teams, they're keeping their order, correct? You're keeping your orders. Okay, fantastic. So for team for the topic, we have opening speaker Toastmaster Reshmi, rebuttal speaker Toastmaster Arif, and closing speaker Toastmaster Ismail. I repeat, opening speaker Toastmaster Reshmi, rebuttal speaker Toastmaster Arif, and closing speaker Toastmaster Ismail. For team against the topic, that's team B, we have opening speaker Toastmaster Saul Khan, rebuttal speaker Toastmaster Shahana, and closing speaker Toastmaster Sunil. I repeat, opening speaker Toastmaster Saud, rebuttal speaker Toastmaster Shahana, and closing speaker Toastmaster. With this, we start our debate. Action on the floor is parental guidance is necessary for the success. Sorry, I will just read it out so it's exact. Parental support is essential for the future success of children. I repeat, parental support is essential for the future success of children. We will start the debate and it will be opened by Team D, Toastmaster Reshmi. The stage is yours. Can you check your audio before you start?
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, you're audible.
Can I start?
Yeah.
Behind every young child who believes in himself is a parent who believed first. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the distinguished guest. Parental support is essential for the future success of the children. Me and my team strongly for the motion. There are multiple studies for the long-term success of the children. Parental care is necessary over decades by Harvard University for their keeping them healthier and happier. 70% of the inmates in the prison in US, the studies reveal that they don't have a healthier childhood, means they miss their parental care. Also, there is a transmission curriculum enrichment model by European Union that children need parental care for their success. What is the most accurate predictor for academic achievement? It is not social economic status, nor how prestigious the school is that a child attends. The best predictor for the student's success is the extent to which the families encourage learning and home and involve themselves in their child education. All the emotional intelligence come fully from the home, that is indirectly from the healthier parents. Take the example of Albert Einstein, one of the largest scientists in the world that we all celebrate, the world ever produced. All his teachers told that he is a dumb, and it is his own mother make him up, and the world still celebrates with him. You know, academic achievement increases when parents are involved in their children's education. The most extensively involved the parents are, the greatest positive impact on the academic achievement. Parental involvement leads to better classroom behavior. Parental involvement not only enhances the academic performance, but also it has a positive influence on student attitude and behavior. A parent's interest and encouragement in the child education can affect child's attitude towards school classroom, self-esteem, abstention, and motivation. Parents should stay involved in their children's education from the preschool through the high school academic success. Reading together at home greatly improves the reading skills. Reading in particularly improves greater when parents and children read together at the home. Reading aloud with the children contributes significantly to the child reading abilities. School can encourage parental involvement in many ways. Significant parental involvement is the most likely to develop when schools actively seek out ways to get parents involved and offer training programs to teach parents how to get involved in the children's education. Let me conclude. The coherent studies shows how parental behavior like this, which are simple to understand, is sometimes difficult to maintain day by day. For the 50% only the social and political solutions, only with the parenting only, the children will flourish. With this, me and my team strongly believe that parental support is the key for the successful future for the children. And over to you, moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reshmi. Thank you. Timer, Mrs. Satish, please signal me after 1 minute. We'll have a minute silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. Opening speaker for the team speaking against the topic, Toastmaster Saul Khan. Sir, if you could please check your audio.
Hi, good evening. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we hear you clearly. Sir, the stage is yours.
Hi, good evening, my teammates, my opponents, and my respectable judges. I'm on the motion of parents being support. Parents support is not essential for the future of the children. I can say parent support is required on financial aspects up to a certain age limits. After that, they need to learn. They need to be independent, learn, and earn. If you support more child, then the child will be more dependent on you. He'll not be able to learn the challenges and hardship what they have to. The more the challenges and hardship they learn at early stage is good for their own personal and professional life. If you all see recent cases, you must have seen read the news. The famous actors Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan Khan. If you see, he has been having all kind of support, being financial and being financial and supporting, all aspects. What it leads to. Get my point. Being independent and challenges you. The moment you put kids and all, they will learn. They need to understand that how the hardship is going to be when they learn at early stage. If you see in UE, there are a lot of nurseries are there. With my experiences, there are a lot of nurseries are accepting the kids 2 years and above. You know why the in Emiratis are putting the kids in the nursery 2 years and above? Because they want the kids to learn being independent apart from their parents, though they can have the kids in their home being supported by housemaid, house help and all, but they want kids to be away from them, learn from the teachers in the school, that they want to learn. Get my point? Yeah, how to be apart, because the kids are not crying, they want their longing for the parents and all. No point. Always being supportive in every aspects of the kids, like a helicopter being hovering, is not good. In our olden days, you all agree that parents used to leave the kids being independent, only being supportive on their financial aspects of their educations. Otherwise, they want their kids to be learning and earning. Even our parents, grandparents have done the same thing. So I'm on the same motion, and I want everybody to support my motion. Parent support is not essential for the future of the children, and my teammates are on the same page. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saul. We'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. We now move on to the rebuttal speaker for the team against the topic, Toastmaster Shahana. If you could please check your audio.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, you're audible. The stage is yours.
Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. These are very thoughtful and very futuristic words put forward by Khalil Gibran. Ma'am Rashmi from Team D had put forward, she said that children can perform well in school when parents support them. How long are parents going to support children? They need to learn to be independent, and they need to face all the challenges which come across in their life. According to CDC report, it was seen that the suicidal rate of children had increased around 60% from 2007 to 2018. Now, the reason they state is that children they lack the self-advocacy skills. They are more feared to take risk. They're poor decision making. They lack resilience. Now, all these things, we all know these are the life skills which we need in our life. And if we need to acquire all these skills, we need to face challenges. We should know how to face it alone. The more a parent is supporting the child is going to lack all these skills, and the child will also lack the ability to face independently. Now, the trend of overparenting, the trend of helicopter parenting is not going to support the child face all the world challenges when the child grows up, when the child becomes an adult. There are several things the child will have to face alone. The child will have to solve it alone. But when the parent is there, most of the time, when the parent is there to support the child, each and everything is being fed to the child, be it the education part, or be it the financial part, or be it to the nowadays we see that the child's even the day-to-day, their daily personal hygiene, their household chores, their studies, everything is taken care of taken care by a parent. And child doesn't know. When we let the child sit alone for a few minutes, or when we give a problem for the child doesn't know how to solve it alone, how to overcome it alone. So what happens is, when the child grows up in future, they will, definitely we all adults know what are the problems we face. We cannot even predict what kind of problems are going to come in front of us. There, the child is going to stumble upon, and the child will definitely fail or get into several episodes of anxiety, depression, even some of them end up doing the suicide. So here, my team, we would strongly go for.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shahana. We will now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you. We now move on to the rebuttal speaker for the team speaking for the topic. Toastmaster Arif, sir, can you please check your audio before you start?
Good evening, moderator. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, and good evening, my worthy opponents and all the fellow Toastmasters. We, the team, stand for the motion. Parental support is essential for the success of the children. And we strongly believe that behind every young child who believes in himself or herself is a parent who believes first. And parental support, my worthy opponent team, please understand the topic. The topic is parental support, not only parenting or only parenting or parenting. It's a parental support. We not only talk about financial support, the entire support, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, all the support, because so many issues our kids are facing, and parents should be there. Parental support should be there when training the kids. For example, the Albert Einstein, and better to experience the challenges and stress. Oh my God, you want the kids to get suffer like anything in the society, please understand the things. Parental support is nourishing them. They are like buds. They are like a small plants coming out of the hard struggle. Parents need to nourish them, enrich them, and give them full support so that they can rule the entire future. That is what called parental support, not giving money, go study, go eat. That's not the parenting or parental support. Please understand the things. And so many quotes given by opening speaker regarding the Shah Rukh Khan sons and all. See, that is the clear example of how the parental support failure. So there we need to understand. And we need to talk about the kids going for school from 2 years onwards. No, my dear, please understand. Minimum at 5 years only they are allowing for going to nursery schools here in UAE also. And about the helicopter parenting, no, that is different. And we are in a different topic. You are talking about something different and you are going against the whatever motion you are against for. Right? Please understand that. And Albert Einstein case clearly emphasized the same. Kabil Gibran's quote, actually, it was meant that parents need to make sure that kids are better future for the entire world, not to make them into struggling or this kind of confusion. And old ages, don't compare the old ages now, because that time parenting is different and now the kids are into too many struggles. Parent support should be very well needed with them. So they can be, when there is a clear parental support, then they can be independent and they can face the entire world with knowing that there is someone behind them to support always. So with that, we are going for the motion that parental support is essential for the success of children, and we request audience also to support us. Over to you, moderator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arif. We'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Contestants, I'd just like to reiterate, kindly refrain from typing anything in the chat while the contest is going on. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. We now move on to the closing speaker for the team speaking against the topic, Toastmaster Sunir. Sir, if you could please check your audio before you start.
Hi, good evening. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, you're audible. Yes, you're audible. The stage is yours, sir.
Respected moderator, judges, my worthy opponents, fellow Toastmasters, very good evening. My opening speaker, Toastmaster Saud Khan, and my rebuttal speaker, Toastmaster Shahana, by giving the facts and figures, has established eloquently and with the convention established that parental support is not essential for the future success of the children. I would like to reinstate our point. Point number 1. Parent support is not essential for the future benefits of the children apart from the financial needs. Children need to keep independent. They have to face the challenges of the world. They have to face the hardship of the world. Then only they will come up in the life, especially when they go for the professional life, and increase the likelihood of cheating. This is a problem of our parenting. Please, my worthy opponent, please, you noted that this is a problem of our parenting, not because of less parenting. And self-esteem, because of the helicopter parenting, they will not have the self-esteem and fear of taking risks. And today's world, this is more important. When they go for facing the challenges, especially the professional life, they have to take the decision independently. And I want to remind my worthy opponents, your child is not yours. It's asset of all. Never bring your thought to the child thought. Let them independent and enjoy the life. Based on this fact and figures, I reject the motion that parental support is not essential for the future success of children. Over to you, moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunir. We'll have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. We'll now move on to our final speaker in this debate, the closing speaker for the team speaking for the topic, Toastmaster Ismail. Sir, if you could please check your audio before you start.
Hi again. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. The stage is yours.
Respected jury and my dear fellow Toastmasters, I'm here to close the argument for the motion, parental support is essential for the future of children. As my opening speaker, Toastmaster Reshmi rightly said, behind every young child who believes in himself is a parent who believed first. Now, this is not only a quote. What my team is proposing is backed by solid facts and figure. In fact, the Harvard study Reshmi referred is the longest ever study to occur over the span of 70 years. And over the span of 70 years, the study resulted only in one thing. Successful child is product of a healthy emotional relationship for which the parenting is the key. A good parenting support. Then we further mentioned that even if you see it in the current time, most of the, for example, troubled like the criminals or all have a troubled past. So this is all of lack of right emotional support. As we quoted one example of Albert Einstein, who is a primary example of what could happen if unprotected child is properly supported by the parents, given them in emotional help he needs. For the rebuttal, I think Toastmaster, sorry, I think we rightly rebut that what the opponents probably misunderstood the topic. The topic is not about only parenting. We are saying parenting is the most important factor among all other factors. So that is the motion which we would like to propose. With that, I would like to rest our case in front of respected jury and an audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ismail. This brings us to the end of this debate. We now will have 3 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Mr. Satish, please give us a signal in 3 minutes. Thank you, Toastmaster Satish. DTM Sujit, sir. Are the judges done tabulating their ballots? Sorry, I mean.
Not yet. I think,
Not yet.
yes, they are done, but I need one more minute.
Right, no problem. Okay. So I think this minute the contestants will use to feel nervous. So they have 1 more minute before the results are announced.
Yes, it's done. I'm ready with the result.
Thank you, sir. So then I give control of the meeting to you so you can announce the results. Over to you, DTM Sujit.
Thank you so much. We have all the, can you pin all the members of team D and team B on screen? Let's see their, how their feelings. Let's, can you pin all of them on screen? Mahendran, can you add a spotlight? Team D and team B, please. One more Toastmaster Rishmi. Right. Okay. Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the participants for being, participating in this club debate contest. We had mock debates that yield results. That's why we have a quality club debate right now. I'm sure that it was wonderful and disciplined. I'd like to thank the audience being patient, and I'd like to thank the judges for supporting this club one more time. They have spent 2.5 hours of their time and dedicating themselves. I'm sure they've done a wonderful job for judging these contestants. And the winner, so it's time for, you all are waiting for the winner, right? Okay, so let's go with the results. I can see the smiles. All are winners, but still, for the sake of declaring the result, drum rolls, please. Mahara, what about drum rolls? You used to have the drum rolls before.
Just a second.
Yes, the winner for tonight is Team D. Congratulations, Team D, for winning today's Club Fujairah Toastmasters 2021 debate contest, and congratulations. But somehow you all will not be moving to the next level, but we have the individual scores. Just have to wait for the scores to be declared, the ranking to be declared by the president. Thank you so much for helping us, the role players, especially Toastmaster Mahara, the timer Satish, and the Zoom master behind the screen, and everyone who supported this event to complete it successfully. Thank you so much, and over to the moderator.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. So I hope the teams are happy, of course, because it's not really just about winning. It's about not proving your point. It's about expressing yourself and giving the other team a different perspective. So before we started, I had asked you that I had a story about debate as well. And that's how I learned what debate is and what is the importance of debate. So I'll show you something here. What do you see? What is, Mr. Arif, what do you see? What am I holding up?
Looking like a plain paper or diary, something.
Right, plain paper. So it's blank, right? What if I told you that it's actually not blank? On this paper, there is a photo. It's a photo of a woman and a man. A woman and a man, and they're having a cup of tea. Would you believe me? Would anyone believe me if I told you that?
Yes, maybe reverse side. Reverse side.
Exactly. It's on the reverse side. But technically speaking, we were both right. You were right because you only saw blank paper, and I was also right because I saw this. So debating is all about perspective. No one's right, no one's wrong. You can always put yourself in the other person's shoes and see things from their perspective, because that's life. You're never 100% right, and you're never 100% wrong. With this, we come to the end of our session. I hope everyone enjoyed this debate as much as I did. Thank you to our president for giving me this opportunity. And thank you to all our audience and judges for being patient with us. Our meeting ran long, but it was enjoyable. With this, I give command of the stage back to our president, Toastmaster Sudhakar, if maybe we can call him Mr. Impossible. He makes everything possible. Back to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mahara. Indeed, it was a pleasure of being part of this debate session. I am sure everybody has enjoyed equally as I enjoyed. It's really fun. And congratulations to the winning team, Team D, Toastmaster Reshmi, Toastmaster Arif, and Toastmaster Ismail. We hope you win more and more debates like this. And before we close our session, I would like to thank our judges, the invisibles, Toastmaster Biju Narayanan, Toastmaster Soumya Satish, Toastmaster Sivanand Krishna. Thank you very much for your support. And on behalf of FTC, definitely, if given an opportunity, we would like to serve your clubs as well. Thank you for helping us, supporting us. And of course, this is not possible without our Chief Judge, DTM Sujit. Thank you very much, sir. It was a wonderful evening for us, a very well organized event. And of course, the beauty is how it is conducted. Toastmaster Mahara, thank you very much. Indeed, you proved me right again. I made the right choice by asking you. Thank you very much. And of course, last but not the least, our timer. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Satish. For the benefit of everybody, please note that he is a new member. Still, there were some hiccups. I understand that, but he has also accepted a VP education role right in the first year, which has never been seen by me, at least in my experience. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Satish. And with this, I thank you all. And that's all for now. A very warm good evening again, and good night. Thank you all.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you all the way. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Right, all the best to the team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, DTM Sujit. Thank you, President. Thank you, Area Director.